Why are there no apes in the Americas? Apes are a group of primates that include chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutan, and bonobos. What's surprising about the apes is that they are found in Africa and Asia, but not in the Americas. So why is that? Well, there are a few theories about why apes never made it to the Americas, and in today's video we'll be discussing just that. So without further ado, let's jump into it with a little bit about apes. Apes versus monkeys. If you're new to the channel, you might inadvertently confuse apes with monkeys. Well, there are actually some key differences between them. Let's go over them really quickly. Apes and monkeys are both primates, sure, but did you know that apes, including orangutans, gorillas, chimpanzees, and bonobos, belong to the family Hominidae, while monkeys are categorized into the family Cerapithecidae, Old World monkeys, and the family Callitrichidae, New World monkeys. Also, one of the most noticeable distinctions is the presence of a tail. Monkeys typically have tails, while apes, in contrast, lack tails entirely. And apes are generally larger in body size, have flatter faces, and have more mobile shoulder joints that facilitate swinging and hanging from branches, reflecting their arboreal lifestyle. They also tend to exhibit greater intelligence and more complex social behaviors, including tool use and advanced communication. In contrast, monkeys often have elongated snouts, less mobile shoulder joints, and generally less advanced social structures. Finally, monkeys inhabit various parts of the world, including Africa, Asia, South America, and Central America. However, apes are primarily found in Africa and Southeast Asia only. So, why is that the case? Let's go over the prevalent theories as to why apes aren't found in the Americas. Land bridge theory. One theory that actually helps explain the absence of apes in the Americas is related to the geological history and the changing landscapes of our planet. Firstly, to delve deeper into this theory, we must consider the evolution of apes, the land bridges that once connected continents, and how these factors influenced the distribution of these remarkable primates. As we mentioned before, apes as we know them today belong to the family Hominidae. The land bridge theory proposes that millions of years ago, during different epochs in Earth's history, land bridges existed between continents, allowing for the migration of various species, including early primates. One such critical land bridge was the Bering Land Bridge, a vast stretch of land connecting what is now Alaska to Siberia. This bridge formed during periods of lower sea levels, primarily due to glaciations, and acted as a highway for the movement of animals between North America and Asia. However, the timing of the Bering Land Bridge's existence is crucial. The geological record indicates that apes, as a distinct group within the primate family, began to evolve in the Old World, Africa and Eurasia, around 20 to 30 million years ago. This was long before the formation of the Bering Land Bridge, which was only intermittently present during the last several million years. Apes evolved in a tropical environment and exhibited traits that were well suited for life in dense forests. They thrived in the lush rainforests of Africa and later Southeast Asia. As they evolved, they developed characteristics like larger body size, a lack of a tail, and more complex cognitive abilities. These features allowed them to excel in the forested environments that dominated their native regions. Given the timing of ape evolution and the intermittent nature of the Bering Land Bridge, it becomes apparent why apes never made it to the Americas. By the time apes had evolved into the diverse group we know today, the land bridge connecting North America and Asia had disappeared due to rising sea levels. This geographic barrier effectively isolated the ape populations in the Old World from those in the Americas. Compatibility issue. Another theory that suggests why there aren't any apes in the Americas is that the apes of old just weren't suited to the environment presented in the American climate. So while geological barriers can explain why apes didn't migrate to the Americas, the climate in the American region further underscores the challenges they would have faced had they ventured there. Apes, as we know them today, are adapted to specific ecological niches, primarily tropical and subtropical rainforests. These environments provide them with the necessary resources, such as a diverse range of fruits, leaves, insects, and a relatively stable climate, to support their large body size and complex social structures. This adaptation to tropical and subtropical habitats makes apes sensitive to changes in climate and habitat conditions. The Americas, particularly North and South America, encompass a wide range of climatic zones, from the Arctic tundra in the north to the arid deserts of the southwest and the temperate forests in the south. Historically, the climate of the Americas has been characterized by considerable variation, with ice ages and warming periods shaping the landscape over millions of years. During the time when apes were evolving and diversifying in Africa and Eurasia, the climate conditions in the Americas were often quite different. For instance, during the Oligocene and Miocene epochs, which are crucial periods in ape evolution, the Americas experienced various climate fluctuations, including the spread of grasslands and open habitats, as well as colder and drier conditions in some regions. These climate changes would have presented significant challenges for apes adapted to rainforests and may have limited their ability to colonize the Americas successfully. Moreover, the adaptability of apes to their specific ecological niches would have made it difficult for them to thrive in the varied environments of the Americas. The transition to different habitats, such as grasslands or open woodlands, would have required significant evolutionary adaptations that apes may not have been able to achieve within the limited time frame of changing climate conditions. Competition with other animals. Finally, one of the most credible theories presented as to why apes aren't found in the Americas is that they simply were outcompeted by other primates and animals in the region. These monkeys had successfully colonized the region and adapted to a variety of environments, ranging from rainforests to savannas. With diverse dietary preferences, they could exploit various food sources, making them effective competitors for the same resources that the apes in the region relied on. New World monkeys demonstrated versatility in adapting to these diverse habitats, evolving specialized adaptations for different environments. Apes, being more specialized for rainforest life, might not have been as adaptable to these varied habitats. Interestingly, sloths, which were large herbivorous mammals in some cases, played a role in shaping the ecosystem. While not direct competitors with apes, they consumed tree leaves and fruits, which are essential components of the diets of both apes and some monkey species. This competition for resources would have further complicated the survival prospects of apes. Also, geographical isolation, such as mountains, rivers, and vast expanses of open terrain, could have also limited the movement of apes and influenced their ability to compete effectively with other primates. These geographical barriers might have hindered their access to resources or the establishment of larger populations. Modern times. In contemporary times, efforts have been made to facilitate the adaptation of apes to the American environment, with the long-term goal of helping them become more acclimated to the local climate and conditions. However, these initiatives have not been without their share of challenges and complexities. Let me explain. The stark differences between the climates of the apes' native habitats and those of the Americas can pose significant challenges. Extreme variations in temperature, humidity, and seasonal changes can stress apes and affect their health. Also, behavioral adaptation to new environments is complex, and it may take generations for apes to develop traits that are advantageous in their new habitats. Captive environments can provide a degree of control, but may not fully replicate the challenges of the wild. And that was our video on why there aren't any apes in the Americas. We hope you learned something new today. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date on videos like this. See you next time!